What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the CRF250 build series. In this video, I'm going to start putting this bike back together. I'm going to put more parts on. But first, I'm going to start by torquing that engine in the frame there. All right, guys. So this engine is looking minty here. I've had it in the frame for a while. I'm going to start torquing this in now. So how I torque these in is I use a little bit of blue Loctite on everything, and I torque in I go swing arm, and then I go the bottom mount, and then the front mount. And then I'll go to the engine hangers after that. So this one's going to be torqued to 65 pounds. These two here are going to be torqued to 47. And this bolt right here on the engine, on the hanger, is going to be torqued to 40 pounds. And these two top bolts are going to be torqued to 20.
Perfect.
All right, so now that I got the engine all torqued in there, now I can move on and start putting some more parts on the bike. So I got some on the bench here, so I'll show you guys what I got over there. So here's some of the parts I'm going to put on today there, guys. I went ahead and vapor blasted these rads, vapor blasted the carb. I did the spring, I powder coated that for the shock. I went ahead and just rebuilt this shock. I'll throw a card up in the corner there. These are identical to the 2002 CRF250 shocks. So I'll put a card up there. I already rebuilt one of these. So in the last video, you seen me do the oil seals on these forks. So, but first I'm gonna go ahead and put this little guy on here, because that's gonna go on in the mix there, and it's easier to put this on while everything's off. So I got these little tubes on here, guys. So this one goes to the head cover. This one here will go to the air box when it's installed, and this here is maybe just a little indicator on as to how much blow by you're getting, or how much oil is getting in there. These always put out a little bit of oil, so that's normal, but it's easier to get this in while the carb's out. So now I'm going to go ahead and install the carb. But first, I got a new air screw for it, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, and that goes right there in that little hole right here. So I put a little bit of grease on it. And the way it goes is you got the one O-ring here, and then you got a spring, and then you got a steel washer, and then you got the small O-ring. So that's the order it goes in. So I'm going to screw it all the way in and back it out 2 turns, and then I'll install it on the bike like that. That should get the bike running. So I got the carb in there, guys. It looks awesome. The vapor blasted carb matches perfectly with the rest of the cases, so that's going to look good. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and put these cables in. This is going to be a bit of trial and error. I can't really remember how these go in, so these go a certain way. Like it's going to one's return and one's throttle open, so I'm going to have to mess around a little bit. I do have a brand new set of cables on the bench here. So I put these in dry. I see a lot of guys put cable lube down here. I don't think that's a good idea, because no matter what happens, you're going to get wear in there, and everything's going to start making like little particles, little metal particles. You're going to get dust in there, and that's just going to mix with that oil, that cable lube, and it's just going to all gunk up, and you're going to get a sticky cable. So once these are worn out, I mean, you start feeling your cable getting a little gnarly, just replace it. They're $10. And it takes like half an hour to replace it. Like I just put them in dry, because they move nice and easy on their own. I don't think they need lube, but I mean, that's up for you to decide. So I'm gonna put these on anyway, and see how they go on. Right, so I got the cables in here nice, guys. I'm gonna route them up later on, but for now I'm gonna just drop this shock in there, and I don't think I'm gonna torque everything up just yet, but I'm gonna just keep the shock in there. All right, Alright guys, so I got the shock in there. This spring turned out amazing there, so I love the way that red looks with the whole scheme of things, so that's going to look awesome on the bike. So I'm going to go ahead now and probably turn my attention to putting the rads on. I got some new hoses for it, so there's some nice like silicone hoses, so we'll see how they look. Alright guys, so I got the rads on. They look awesome on there. I got all the hoses in. So now I'm going to go ahead and start putting these forks back into the clamps here. Alright guys, so with the forks installed now, I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to put these handlebars on, and I'm going to just kind of put this throttle cable in so that I can just keep it out of the way. So I got the throttle on here, guys. So everything's snapping back pretty good. The slide is coming down nice and easy on the bike, so that's looking really good. So I'm gonna leave that. There might be a little bit more tweaking later on, but I'll figure that out after. This bike is coming together really good, guys. So I'm pretty happy with the progress today. So I'm probably gonna have to call that a day on the progress on this bike. There's a few other things I got to do before I start to put this back together. I got to clean up some parts, the air box here, and all the plastics and stuff like that. I still have yet to do the wheels, but that'll definitely be in another video. So with all that said and done there, guys, I think I'm going to call this a video. I got a lot done on this bike today, so I'm pretty happy with the progress on it. It's looking fantastic behind me there. So if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see this bike go together, you want to see it completed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.